Should be up and going now. Hello everybody, I am the Wicked Wyvern. It's my first stream. I hope you guys enjoy it. I plan on playing a lot of variety of games here and taking your feedback. I kind of want to be really community based here, so if you guys have any suggestions or any questions about what I want to do with the channel, just go ahead and let me know. This is the first stream, so there's going to be a lot of glitches. A lot of things I'm still working out. Yeah, feel free to leave me anything in the comments or chat box, and I'll take a look at them and see what I can do to correct them. And just kind of bear with me. Today we're going to be playing some Deep Rock Galactic. It's one of my favorite games. I guess you just have to kind of see it. It's a mining game with a bunch of dwarves and shooting, so super fun game. Alright, let's go ahead and give it a shot here.
Rise and shine.
I'm playing the driller class. There's a couple different classes here. We got a driller, engineer, gunner, scout. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory. Gunner's a very offensive class. You know, big machine guns, a little bit of mobility. Scout's the most mobile class. Also has the ability to light up an entire cavern. It's kind of a nice little subclass. Playing solo right now. I don't have anyone to jump in here with me right now, but in the future I hope to play some co-op with a couple of my friends. We are gonna just jump right into it. Let me know if the sound is okay. I've been working pretty hard on that, and it's still probably not perfect, so let me know if there's any issues with that. Let me go ahead and grab some of my assignments here. Do some of the weeklies. This is going to be a Morkite mission. It's one of the easiest starting missions. It's also one of the biggest missions that they usually had, kind of like the original mission of the game here. So we'll get to check this one out. Pretty much all you do is you look for a mineral called Morkite, and that Morkite is going to pretty much look like a big blue blob on the side of the walls. Go solo here. Do 3, 4 is a little hard on solo player. You only get this little droid Bosco who runs around with you, so 4 is a little bit hard to survive with just a little AI guy. Really good for co-op though. We're going to do Hazard level 3.
The mission is ready, the pod is prepped, get on board to drop pod.
So the tradition for me is a couple of different things. I make all the people I play with do this. Is to buy a beer, because why not, right? Gotta get drunk before you go and kill monsters and work. It's the only place they probably pay you to get drunk before you go to work. Let's do something fun here.
Flintlock's delight, please.
Alright, bottoms up.
Teamwork and beer will keep us together. Yes, boys.
And that's the effects of that beer. You just get launched for a couple minutes. They have a bunch of different kinds of beers. They do all sorts of weird stuff. Some of them actually help you in the game, but most of them are just for fun. Like that one. Alright. got our drink on. Now it's time to get to the mission. So like I said, we're going to be mining morkite. It's a little blue mineral on the side of the wall there. I have to get 250 of it. And the side project is to collect mushrooms, I think it was. I'll take a look when we load in here. Holomite. Alright, so the secondary mission you can see in the bottom center there is Holomite. It's a purple spire looking mineral that grows out of the ground. If I can do it, it's not going to take a lot of time. I will I'll grab that Holomite, but there's some Holomite right there. But if it's going to take too long, then I'll probably just skip the side missions. They're really not needed. Kind of time consuming. You get a little bit of XP and a little bit of gold for it. But mostly you can ignore it and you'll be alright. So we got a little drone here. Drone's name is Molly. Molly the Mule. And she'll carry all our minerals for us. Now we got Bosco. He's our little support drone. He's going to help us with combat and harvesting stuff and pretty much try to be my partner in this game. So one of the downsides of the driller here is that he really isn't a mobile class. He's probably one of the least mobile classes of the game. I would say obviously Scout's the most mobile. He's got like grappling hooks and stuff, and then every other character in the game has some sort of mobility enhancing you know, ability, a weapon or a grappling hook or zip lines. This guy here has only got his trusty drills, which are great for going through the walls, but not so great for going up and down on these steeper cliffs and inclines here. Let's see. Bosco will mine that for us. We'll get the mule down here and throw the gold in there.
Come here.
That'll give us a little bit more experience at the end of the game, and of course money. Use all that stuff to kind of increase your weapons, upgrade them, etc., etc. Might take a look at upgrading weapons here in a second after we get done with this mission. I'll probably run a couple missions here just to kind of work out some bugs and kind of see how it all turns out. Like I said, feel free to let me know if you guys are having any problems with frame rates or sound or anything like that. I look forward to making everything a little bit better for us as we go along and as I get better at this. As it said in my title, it's my first stream. I'm pretty excited, pretty nervous as well, but pretty excited about it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I kind of hope that I can keep this going. Unfortunately, I work a full-time job, so I do have to randomly stream. I can't really set a good schedule yet. I'm going to try to stream at least once to twice a week if possible. There are a few exceptions to that based on schedule, but that's kind of my goal. You know, get a week or 1 or 2 out a week. Currently trying to just see how it all plays out and see if it's something I can keep up and do. Feel free to hit follow. Please do. The more follows I get, the closer I get to affiliate. And that would be really cool, because if I get affiliate, then I can start streaming a little bit more for everyone. So this is Magna. This is a bonus resource, right? So certain rounds have different bonus resources. And the bonus resources aren't needed. Oh, that's a Praetorian. Bonus resources aren't needed, but are very useful. Oh, crap. We just fell into a cavern. So sometimes the round will just have fault lines like that, and you won't know they're there until they open up and swallow you. So that was a fault line in the cavern that just swallows us up and had the unfortunate side effect of also being covered in lava. So that wasn't fun. Anyway, we'll go around that. As I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, bonus resources. So each round has bonus resources. They're not needed, but if you want to upgrade weapons and you want to buy new little toys and things for your characters, then you're going to want to grab those resources. Looks like we got a little mini horde here going on. Flamethrower is really good for these kinds of things. And then you got these Praetorians, which are really heavy armored enemies. They got a breath attack most of the time. Some of them have like an AoE attack. Yeah, they when they die, they drop this big old cloud of smoke that'll deal damage over time as well. So you gotta be careful with them. But mostly, I think most characters have armor-piercing somethings. Sometimes they have stuff that goes through the armor, and other times they have things that will break the armor faster. The good thing about this character, the driller, is that we got a flamethrower, so we just kind of light them up. So once again, this is Deep Rock Galactic. I've been playing this game since pretty much day one of like alpha. Pretty much, they've done a lot of upgrading to it. Initially, the only missions you could do, as I was saying earlier, is these Morkite missions where you go down and just harvest a bunch of Morkite. Luckily, they've added a lot more variety since then, because that kind of got tiring after a while, but it was still a fun game, and you got to see, I think there was like 3 enemy types when it started. There was like the standard grunts, then there was the Praetorians, which were like the big baddies, and then you had like the little spawn guys. You'll see the little pink unarmored guys that'll run after me and jump on my face. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, they might have had like 1 or 2 others, but yeah. So they've added a ton of stuff to the game. They've also added new seasons. They're rotating. I think they're finishing season 1 now soon, and they'll be starting season 2. It looked like in the announcements. So that'd be cool to see what they do with that. I kind of look forward to seeing how the game changes as I've been playing it, for the last couple of years. The devs do a really good job of keeping everything new and fresh and interesting. So the best way to beat these, we got a swarm coming. Time for the flamethrower to go to work. Best way to kind of do these missions is you just want to keep going down the cave. Further down the cave, the more Morkite you find, and more Morkite you find, the faster you get done with the mission.
Contact! Lock and load!
Alright, come up here, and got a Praetorian over there. A little pistol's not going to do much to him. Ideally, the weak spots, all the monsters kind of have a weak spot there. Praetorian and most of the creatures kind of want to aim for the butt. So aim for the butt, and that'll usually do the most damage. Kind of wreck them a little bit faster than just sitting there and shooting them in the armor. Eventually they'll get through the armor, but some of them are really heavily armored creatures, and you'll be shooting them forever. Get through this wave real quick, hopefully not get downed. That would really be bad. Bosco can revive me a couple times per round, but after that, I am dead for good. So you see on his little chest sometimes, his back, you'll see his little number 3. So I can get revived 3 times before I'm dead for a while. These little guys here, we'll get through them.
No peace incoming. Take care of what is left, then have a breather.
Alright, almost through the wave.
You want some more? You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get your head.
So those little fat bugs are called loot bugs. Kill them and you get some nitra, which I don't think I've talked about. Nitra is that kind of that red thing that red mineral that I've been harvesting. What that does is it allows us, if we get 80 of it, it'll allow us to get a drop, a supply drop, and that'll help us refill ammo and everything. And on this difficulty, we'll definitely want to do that. I'll probably have to use, I'd say probably 2 drops in this mission to get through it all. There's little dirt spots here normally mean that if you go through that, you continue on with the cave. So rather than going down into the chasm, which could be potentially harder to get out of, I think we're going to go through this wall here. Driller makes quick work of that. And then you do have to watch the cooldowns on his drills. On the right hand side, you'll see there's like a little percentage counter there. And the percentage counter tells you how overheated your stuff's getting. If it gets to 100, it shuts down for like 6 or 7 seconds. Not real fun when you need them. So you have to kind of drill in bursts. These plants will blow up, so we'll definitely shoot those and get them out of the way. It's going to be a lot of explosions, so hang tight. Gotta watch that daisy chain of events there. Alright, I cleared that up, but we do have to watch out for these little spots here, they will burn you. It doesn't do a ton of damage, normally it doesn't get these shields, if that's not a fissure somewhere. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll probably play this first game and then I'll have to check the comments. Unfortunately, I don't have a setup where I can see the comments the whole time. I will definitely get back to you guys as soon as I can and get through this round here real quick. Yep, stepped in it. Some more of those exploding plants. So obviously the theme of this cave is fire. Fire and lava. So this is nitro, this is stuff we really need, that nitro. We're gonna need that ammo drop here soon. I try to use the pistol as much as I can, as the flamethrower goes through a ton of ammo. Especially the setup I have now where it does more damage, but it also costs more fuel. Dump all our minerals in there. Your pockets can only hold so many minerals. I've got a couple of perks on this character that allows me to hold more than normal, but it's still pretty limited on what you can carry on you. The rest has to go into the Molly the Mule. Get back down here. Like I said, the strategy for the Morkite missions is usually keep going deeper. The deeper you go, more Morkite you'll find, and bigger veins. Oh man, I totally missed all that up there, didn't I? Did I get that big old vein of Morkite that I saw earlier? I can't remember. Check it back later. Alright, so that guy's on our team now. He's a heavy armored guy, so he'll take a couple hits before he goes down. Unfortunately, it looks like his top armor's broken. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. He's my little buddy now. So another perk I have is I can charm one of those glyphid grunts.
Help me with the minerals.
There's 3 different kinds of grunts. There's these heavier armored grunts, which are the glyphid guards. And there's the glyphid strikers, I think they're called. And they tend to be like, they have like white striping on them, and they tend to be more damage oriented, so they have a little less health, but they will really wreck things, especially since my perk's maxed out, so it actually increases their damage by like, I think 300% at max. So nice thing about having Bosco instead of another player is you can kind of harvest the high up minerals pretty quickly. Just kind of tell him to go up there and pick at them. He'll throw them down. He doesn't hold on to them. He just kind of tosses them on the ground. So it's kind of your job to run around and pick it all up after him. It's a pretty messy bot, but pretty helpful at times to just kind of send him instead while you kind of cover him or, you know, go do something else. So in each round there's, you know, a main objective, There's a secondary objective, which, like I said, ours is Holomite, which is this stuff here. And then there is normally two resources, bonus resources. There's a rare resource and a little bit more common resource. I think our rare resource here is the Enor pearls. Big, like white pearl looking thing. We'll find those if we see a wall that has like little white bubbles on it. And that's where the Enor pearls are, so we'll definitely check those out if we can find any. It looks like there's some morkite over there, so we'll go back around and harvest that real quick. So back to the channel. What I'm trying to do is I would really like to do very viewer based, right? So you guys want to watch me play a certain game, or you want to play something with me, I would love to do that. Ideally, most of this channel will be hanging out with you guys, playing some games, chatting a bit, and kind of just chilling, you know. I really look forward to like being able to play with some new players. Want to do some co-op. A lot of the games I kind of play are, you know, RPG based or shooters. I like adventure games. I might do some of that too later. But in the long term, I'd like to build the channel up enough so that I can do more streams for you guys, longer periods of streams, and then really get involved with doing some community co-op. Preferably get some tabletop RPGs going on too. That'd be kind of nice. Haven't done those for a bit. So that's kind of the general idea. If you guys want to see something else on the channel, or you have a game you want to play with me, let me know. You can find me obviously on Twitch, and then I also have a Twitter account. It's brand new, so it's got really nothing on there yet. But feel free to drop a comment on there, follow, and I'll check that as frequently as I can. Probably post a couple pictures on there every once in a while of just, you know, random stuff, and kind of let you guys know a little bit more about me personally. That's kind of the plan, you know. Hang out, build an awesome community, and play games with them.
Keep fighting, team. You're almost through the wave.
Short-term goal for the foreseeable future until it happens would be to get 50 followers. If I can get 50 followers, that's a good start to getting to affiliate. If I get to affiliate, I'll be able to stream longer, more frequently, be able to do some more things in the channel. So that'd be really cool to do. If you guys are interested in helping me out, go ahead and click the follow button. And watch our channel grow, you know? Alright, so we got through that wave. That was not terrible. Ended up getting attacked kind of in a nice big cavern, so that's good. I am going to need that drop though. Luckily I have 82 nitra. Just enough. You need 80 nitra to do the drop, so we'll go activate that right now. This drop will kill you, so don't stand under the drop. The drop will smash you to death. Comes to the roof. It's pretty cool. There it is. It's gonna drop 4 little, or eject I should say, 4 little resupply canisters here. Down the bottom left you can see that those little white bars there that I have underneath my name. That's how many supplies I'm missing, right? So if they grayed out, I need more supplies for a certain weapon or whatever that's running low. So it's just telling me kind of what I need there. Looks like we're all good. We're gonna save these other. That hurt. Don't step in fire, guys. It's not good. We're gonna leave these other 2 supplies here. Probably should have dropped that a little further away from the burning chasm of death there. I'd imagine that would have been a better idea. Let's see. Check my map real quick. I thought I saw a dirt mound somewhere. It's a pretty big cavern here, so I'm sure we're missing something, but not too worried about it. We'll get down lower and we'll definitely find everything we need. There was a dirt spot somewhere. Just gotta re-find it.
It burns! It burns!
Is it over here? Yeah, I think we're getting close.
Flares! Recharging!
Oh, that looks fun. Let's go down there. There we go, that's what I was looking for. I knew we had it somewhere. Alright. Let's do that real quick. That was a crooked drill there, jeez. Looks like it's going to take us down to that bottom cavern there. That should give us... We still need quite a bit of morkite, so hopefully as we get lower we'll get some better veins. Acid spitter there, that's a ranged attack monster. They usually hang on the walls and, well, they shoot acid at you. Funny, right? Acid spitters shoot acid. Never would have guessed, huh? Take out the Praetorian. Praetorians are not the biggest bad guys in the game. There's another one that's similar to the Praetorian that's called an Oppressor, and they are super heavy armored, and their weak spot is a lot smaller. It's still in the back, you still have to shoot them in the butt. But they have a lot of armor back there, so you get like a small sliver to kind of shoot them in. Like I said, luckily we got this flamethrower, so we just kind of torch them until they die. But most other characters you have to kind of pop through the armor with some other weapon or a frag or something, you know, whatever you got on hand. They all kind of have something that helps them kill those big guys, but I would say probably the scout is the worse off when it comes to that kind of stuff, because the scout's weapons are not made for quick engagement or you know, doing a whole lot of damage in a couple shots. They tend to like have marksmanship rifles and high damage weapons, but they're kind of slower. Best thing for the scouts to do is to kind of try to jump behind them using their agility. Get behind them and just start piling rounds into their butt. I think we lost my, yeah, I think my little glyphid grunt died somewhere. Not sure where. Maybe in that last horde. So we'll have a chance to charm another one. Another Praetorian here. Kind of strafe him a little bit, get around his breath there. These specific ones that shoot acid have a cone effect in the front of them. So you just gotta kind of avoid that, and you should be good. Walking in fire while I'm fighting a horde, this is gonna be great. Hopefully I don't get downed here, but we'll see. Kind of a tight spot in this fight. Got some of this sugar here, so that's red sugar, that's gonna heal me a little bit.
Good news, team. The wave is thinning out.
Alright, almost done there. Oh, grab this guy. There's my little buddy. The characters call him Steve when you charm him. So, that's Steve the Glyphid Grunt. Let's see his little name there. S-T-E-E-V-E, if you guys are wondering. He's got 2 E's. He's special. Alright. So, kind of got through that horde pretty easily. A couple issues with a few Praetorians there. Luckily, no oppressors, and we are going to need another drop here soon, or go back for that drop. Let's see what we got. Yep, we don't have enough nitro, so I'll either have to head back for that drop or find some more nitro before I restock. There's the stuff right there. shiny blue. Grab some more holomite. This should be, oh, we are done with our side quest, so I guess the holomite's not really needed anymore.
I called for the mule.
So once we get the primary objective all done, what we'll have to do is we'll have to run back to the drop pod. And when you do that, a bunch of bugs will just keep attacking you the whole time you're running back to the drop pod. So that's going to be a run and gun moment there. Flamethrower makes that pretty easy, but the lack of mobility can sometimes be difficult with the driller to get him where he needs to go.
Help me
There's some
mine this.
nitro over there, so we'll get that going. It's not going to be enough for a drop, but it'll help. Get this Morkite over here while Bosco mines the nitro down there. Like I said, he won't pick up the nitro, so I'll have to go back and pick up all the stuff he threw on the ground. But that's not a problem. Alright. Little loot bug here. Throws out gold and nitro, so that'll be helpful. Good boy, Steve. Good boy. Gotta make sure he knows he's loved. It's a hard life being a glyphid. Alright, so I saw some more Morkite over here.
Bosco, mine
Go
it.
mine that. Ooh, so all that purple stuff there, that shows me that in that area there's, if you get too close to that, there's going to be a bunch of little spawnlings that come out, and I'll show you that right now. Okay, stand here, kind of back up a bit, and there they all come. So you gotta be careful of those spots, because they will just pour out of them if you get too close to those, like that. So, not a big deal, they're pretty easy to kill, but they can get through your shields in high enough numbers, so kind of want to get rid of them quick. I do have a perk that deals damage to anyone who hits me, so usually they just explode when they hit me, which is kind of nice to keep the numbers down, but if you don't have that perk, they can really easily just burn through your shields and into your health. So definitely a good perk to have on hand when you're dealing with the little spawnling things. Alright, some more of our bonus here, Magnet. The Magnite, like I said before, will help us with upgrades. So we'll grab some of that. Ooh, that's a good vein of Morkite right there. He's got to throw them all down the pit again, so I have to go back down there. Thanks, Bosco. You're such a wonderful droid.
This is a friggin' hell.
I agree. It's a freaking hellhole. So at 174, I don't know that that vein's going to be enough. We might have to figure out. Might have to double back and go down into some other areas we haven't been to. You didn't even get all the minerals, Bosco. What the heck, man? We'll see. I mean, hopefully it's enough, but I'm not thinking it's going to be. We'll just head out and see if we can find another vein or two. And I think with 2 or 3 veins, we should be good. Probably 2. If they're big enough. If they're crappy veins, you know, we'll need more. I think we'll head that way. Oh man, another fisher somewhere. Hopefully not on our face. When that effect happens, it does slow your movement speed down, so that's a bit annoying. Let's see, where do we want to go here? I do like the graphics on the map. It's like a holograph. Pretty cool. I think we'll go up this way. Let's see. We're gonna have to double back and find some more Morkite. We need 60 more. I don't know, 50 more. Might have to go back into that other bigger cavern and kind of drop down into the chasm a bit and see if we find anything there. Don't usually have this much trouble finding everything, so I don't think it'll be too much of an issue to find another vein or two. Some gold there. I'm just gonna leave it for now. We got this horde coming, and then gold isn't really super valuable to me right now, so I'd rather focus on the swarm. There's a glyphid butt that way. We'll keep moving. I'm not too worried about the horde coming at us right now. We just gotta get double back and get that last 51 hollow or morkite so we can extract. This isn't a terrible spot to hold up for a second until we can get through this swarm. Unfortunately, looks like my flamethrower is about to run out, so that's not going to be good for me. Keeping that in mind, I will probably head back and hopefully not die, but probably. A big boom here. And then get back to that resupply. Let Bosco take care of them for a bit. Bunch of these little swarmlings here. Ooh, that's some good stuff right there. We need Bosco to knock that down for us. That's a sugar. It's gonna heal us up a bit, so that's super helpful right now. I got a little close. Alright.
Have to wait till flare recharge.
Go back through here. Go back to my supply drop. In case you guys wonder, this is a little pointer here. It's like a little laser designator. You can use it to tell Bosco to harvest things. You can tell him to attack people. It's kind of how you give him commands. It's also how you identify what you're looking at, right? So, looking at this plant, it's called a chrome puff. So it'll tell you like what mineral you're looking at, if it's harvestable or if it's important. It'll tell you. And then, like I say, you designate targets for Bosco with it. I'm gonna grab this, so we get a little bit more ammo here. We're gonna hold off against this Praetorian that's over there.
Ready to kill some
Here he comes right now.
Reloaded.
No, he did. I killed Steve. Don't die, Steve. Aww. I killed Steve. I'm sorry, Steve. It's funny, actually, that I have a brother's name, Steve. So it's kind of like killing my brother. That's terrible. Wow. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure where we need to go to get this last couple veins of morkite here, so I guess we'll just look around for that chasm. Looks like it's down to our left.
Born ready.
So we'll head that way and see if I can find 60 more morkite in there. As the biggest problem with this mission is just finding minerals. As they're just all over the place. Sometimes they'll be on the roof, especially as you get in like the higher difficulties. The amount of nitro you find decreases significantly, and the amount of resources get kind of rare. So, all right, looks like we're gonna head down there somehow. Probably have to drill a staircase. There's a big hole, big hole. I guess we'll start drilling. Kind of want to, when I'm drilling, I kind of want to stay on the side here so I can like peek out a little bit and see how far I am. I don't want to, get too close to the edge, obviously, because then, we fall and take fall damage. But you also gotta see where you're going. You don't want to drill under the map, and you just hit rock the whole time. And that's a pain in the butt. Then you kind of get lost. It's easy to get lost as a driller because you know all the effects that go on when he's drilling. I made a little nice staircase up and down. More flames, why not?
Pop the loot bomb. Let's get
Probably shouldn't have wasted my ammo on the loot bug. I could have just done with my my pickaxe. But you know what they say about hindsight and all. So like I said, unfortunately I don't have a way to check the chat currently, unless I alt-tab through my screens, which I don't necessarily want to do right now, but I will definitely check my chats after the round here, and I will respond as well as I can to any questions you guys have about the game or about what we want to do with this channel here. Hopefully you guys can hear me and everything's okay. If not, I will remedy that before the next match here, next game. I'll probably have to take a break here in about an hour, get some food, you know, take care of myself, and then I will be back on. I probably will do about 2 hours of stream time today, maybe, unless I lose track of time, which is very possible playing a game. So if I lose track of time, you might get more. But for the first little while I'm not an affiliate, actually longer stream times is actually a little bit bad for me, so I will probably keep down to 1 to 2 hours every time I stream until we can hit affiliate. Which, like I said, want to hit affiliate, it's going to be 50 follows, so if you got a friend or you're interested in the channel, you want to follow it, go ahead and click the follow button. That'll help me out a lot. Really appreciate it. I can give you guys more content and do some more streaming for y'all. Get into some different games. If I get a couple days where I can stream in a row, I might end up doing some split gaming here. You know, might do like a little bit of Deep Rock, and then a game that you guys want me to play, I'll do that on another day. And then I'm thinking if I can manage 3 days, I'll do one community game day where you guys pick the game I play, and then the other day will be a game that I'm currently playing, like Deep Rock, and then a third game, which would be completing a series of some sorts, like you know, like Darksiders or something. You know, I'm a completionist at heart, so I will. I would love to do something like that. I do like retro gaming. I like playing the complete series, even if it's hard to get through. I still haven't gotten through the Fallout series because the first game is just cringy right now. But I might revisit some of those games that I haven't beaten. So this thing here, this is an event, right? So you can only activate that event once you've promoted a class. I've currently promoted 2 classes, so we could do the Trilite key event, which is very difficult, especially this one. This one's super hard and will probably kill me on solo play. So I will probably not do that one right now, but I do want to show you guys those eventually. Maybe I'll go back to my my favorite class, the Engineer, and we'll run some Tritolites or do a deep dive or something, where we do a couple rounds in a row. I have played on Lethal before, and that is entertaining, but not survivable in single player, so I'd have to do that with either random people or with some of my friends. That might be something we do later, some Lethal matches. You'll see a whole lot of me down on the ground begging for life on Lethal, because it's, hey, guess what, Lethal. You get spawns after spawns, there's tons of enemies, all the enemies have damage bonuses. So yeah, this game can definitely get pretty intense on the higher levels. This is probably the highest level I'll play single player until
Open.
I either get more confident or I get a little bit better at the game.
I was made for fighting. Wally was meant for hauling what
We are so close to getting the last amount of Morkite, and I have no idea what I missed. So close. Need less than 40. So we really just need one more vein of Morkite, and we would be good to go. Let's see what we can find. I don't see much else down here, honestly, so I might have to go back up and find a vein we missed or start checking the roofs. That's all the dungeons are kind of like, or they're dungeons, all the caverns are like randomly generated, right? So sometimes you get some really big veins collected in the same area, and you can just kind of harvest through them really quick. And other times, you know, like this time, they're super spread out, and you'll have to kind of find them, and that makes for a long game. No, that's gonna hurt. I guess we're gonna have to fix my drill job there. Go this way a little bit more. Alright. Still a little bit more. Let's see if that'll get us out of here. There we go. Just need one more vein of Morkite. Where are you at? We'll backtrack a little bit. We'll see if we missed anything a little bit further behind us. Hopefully we run into it here soon, and we don't have to wander too much more. Oh, come on. So you do have flares. All the characters have flares. They do have different intensities, right? So you got like high intensity, you got low or medium intensity. I believe this guy's got medium intensity, so it just doesn't glow as bright as the high intensity, but I think it lasts longer. Don't quote me on that, but I think it lasts longer if it's medium intensity, it just isn't as bright. Whereas the opposite is true about the high intensity ones. You get like really big lit up areas, but then you also don't have as duration as long. Maybe we'll go down there. Looks like we haven't gone down there yet, so check that out. See if there's some Morkite down here. There's a chunk of Morkite there. Oof. Big old chasm of death. Oh wait, is that Morkite? Aha! Morkite! I hope that is... Oh. We already got it. There's like one little sliver of Morkite. How sad. What a bummer. Alright, let's see. Wish loot bugs gave us Morkite, that'd be nice. We're gonna need another drop here soon. We're gonna have another horde coming up here in a little bit. Kind of see what I missed here. Hopefully we can find this stuff. So I think this is back where that big old chasm opened up on us. So a good chance that we missed something here while we were getting pulled into a gap. Let's see. Like I said, we really only need like one decent vein of this stuff and we're done. I'm just not quite sure where we haven't been yet. Guess we could go up. See what's up. I think that's just going to be where we came in at. We'll go back through the round and take a little bit more time and see if we can find some. Maybe find a cavern we didn't go through, or I don't know, something like that. Back to the beginning here. Go up there and see, but I think that's where we came from. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, it looks like where we came from. But we'll drill up there and find out if we miss something. Hopefully we find a vein or two and get out of here. So this game is much better with friends. It's a really good co-op game. Some teamwork elements in it, and everyone's got their own jobs. So it's pretty fun. I highly recommend playing it with a friend. I got a couple people that play it with me, but they are not here today. It's okay. I kind of want to do the first stream solo anyway. Let you guys know what we're all about and what I want to kind of do with this channel here. We've got another Steve here soon. So, like I said, this is back to the beginning of the round where we started, and I'm not seeing anything we missed. So, unfortunately, that means we're gonna have to keep forward and
lock and loaded.
Here we go this way. Let's see if we can find a place we haven't been yet. That's close. Almost died.
Prepare to fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching.
Great. Just so we need more swarm, right? Be great if you guys would just tell me where the market is, huh? I'm not seeing much over here.
Combat positions. The swarm is here.
We do have enough nitro for another drop, so that's helpful. Help us sustain fighting for a little bit longer while we retrace our steps here. Oh, look at that, 2 Praetorians. They really don't like me. He usually takes care of them pretty quick. Some C4 to the face. Oof. Acid spitter. Alright. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna retrack a little bit and slow down. And hopefully find this one vein we're missing.
Wave is petering out. Wipe out the rest.
The very worst, it's 2 veins. Let's hope it's not 2 veins.
I was born with.
Alright, I think most of the swarm's gone. We got another Praetorian, that's what that sound is. There's our friend now. Flamethrower does a really good job on getting around the armor and just doing damage over time and clearing out big old hordes like that, so he's got that going for him. I'd say the hardest class to solo as would probably be the Scout. He doesn't have amazing weaponry, and he does, I mean, his weapons are good, don't get me wrong, like some of his weapons do a ton of damage, but most of them are slower firing and you'll have trouble with hordes. Oh my gosh, it's Morkite, guys! Oh gosh, I hope that's enough. It looks like a pretty good vein. Don't miss anything. don't miss anything. You better get all of it. Bosco. He's a slacker sometimes, you have to tell him. Yell at him. Like, you're a droid, dude. You don't need to rest, you don't get tired. Like, why are you stopping? So you gotta kind of catch the stuff as it bounces around over here after he throws it down the ground. Definitely worth it though. We got 35, that's it. Good. We are nice and
Objective completed.
finished.
Press the button on the mule when you're ready.
Heck yeah.
We'll send the drop pod to
Good
get
job,
you.
Bosco. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, gotta drop first. I got 16 ammo in my flamethrower. That's not gonna do me any
Roger
favors.
that. Supplies are coming.
So get that supply drop, hit the call for drop button, and we will get the heck out of here.
Resupply pod is here.
So what we'll have to do after we hit that button is, like I said, the hordes will be non-stop. They'll keep attacking over and over again. And you just gotta run through them, you know, especially with the flamethrower. The hardest thing is gonna be getting back up to normally the starting
Sending
point.
in the drop pod. Starting the countdown.
It's normally where you go
15
when
proud.
you call for the drone is back to, or call for the drop pod is back to the starting point. So you can see it dropping over there. We can kind of get a head start here, I think. If we just find out where we want to go. Yeah, it's going to drop right over there. That's not going to be a problem. Should be able to run right into it.
The mule has been called back.
Advantage of this guy is if we wanted to, really wanted to,
Race for the first round.
we could just drill right through here and get to drop pod, which is a good thing about the driller class, but it will take some time. Probably still be faster than trying to go upward though. Got something biting me in the butt. These little tunnels are great for the flamethrower because it kind of funnels them all into the same area, and you can just kind of torch them as you go. Yeah. Almost there. 90 meters left. We're not going to quite beat Molly, but we'll get there.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
You got 4 minutes. When the drop pod starts coming in, you have 5 minutes total to get to it. Usually enough time, unless you really have a complex structure, and then sometimes it can be really tricky to get to where you need to go in 5 minutes. There's a lot of ups and downs in that specific cave, and you're gonna have some issues getting where you need to go. I'm gonna try to burst through this real quick here. Watch our percentage on the right hand claw there. Cover my butt with a flamethrower while I do that. Bosco will cover me for a little bit, but he's not really good about taking out Praetorians. Almost there. Oh, I got a cavern here. That might cut some time off. Oof.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Nice.
The mule's been successfully retrieved. Make it snappy, team.
So this isn't the most efficient method of doing it, but it can be shorter sometimes. With this character, at least. Rerunning through the cave system is kind of a pain in the butt. If you have the driller, and you know he's got to go up and down all over the place. Should be popping out here soon by it. Yep. Looks like we'll go down a little bit more. We do have to watch our fuel, but we have plenty of fuel, so should be good to go on that.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 2 minutes.
Alright, and we're here. Oh, good. Alright, so now we just gotta get to the stairs on here, which are somewhere. There they are. And roll out. that's that. Took a little longer than I wanted to. I'm Morkite. That last vein was pretty rough to find. So, yeah. See how that goes. Let's see what experience we got. I think I'm a level 7 right now, so hopefully we'll get a level up from that. You can promote your character after level 25. Looks like we did get a couple levels there. Also got some of our new stuff here, our bonus materials. Pop out my stream real quick just to check some stuff.
Assignment mission completed. You're performing well. Assignment mission completed. You're performing well. Assignment mission completed. You're performing well.
Alright, so that's the Morkite mission there. Alright, so that's the Morkite mission there. Alright, so that's the Morkite mission there. Alright, so that's the Oh, that's a weird echo. Wonder why it's doing that. Oh, that's a weird echo. Wonder why it's doing that. Oh, that's a weird echo. Wonder why it's doing that. That's a weird echo. See if that fixed it there. Think it did. As I was saying, let me know if you guys have any issues so I can make sure that I fix those. Any audio issues, good chance I'll have a couple of those. It took me like 4 hours the other night to try to mess with the volume enough to hopefully get it right for you guys. So if it's not right, I'm sorry. I will do my best next time. I will of course assess my stream after this time around, and we'll see if I can improve it or change some stuff on it. Yeah, we'll go from there. So sorry, just got a text real quick. Perfect. So I just checked chat a little while ago. It didn't look like I had anything going on in there. So, like I said, let me know if you guys have any questions or anything, and I can try to answer them the best I possibly can, whether it's regards of the game or regards of the characters or what I want to do with the stream. Let me know, and we'll get to it, get it fixed, improve as we go, and grow as a community. That's kind of the goal, If you guys do miss this video, it should be up on Twitch for a little while. I think it sticks around. I think for like 15 days after the broadcast. So if you don't watch it now, or you want to watch where I started from, or the first stream I did, then you should be able to do that for a little bit. Other than that, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know if you got any questions or comments or fixes or anything like that. I plan on it, kind of branching out a little bit into some other platforms eventually. I'd like to get on some other social media for you guys, long run goal there would be to start doing some YouTube videos as well. My time is a little limited. I do work a full-time job and it is arduous hours, but I'm hoping that I can give you guys something every week, and then if I become affiliate, it'll be longer streams and everything. All right, so we'll start up our next mission here. We'll get drunk before we go to work because that's what you do when you're a dwarf and you're in a mine. This is the seasonal panel. I didn't even show you guys. Like, this is the command center here, right? So you got these little med bays here, these little personal bays. That's med bay. Inside your little personal bay, you've got, you know, your sleep pod, because we don't use beds in the future. We've got the character selection screen here where you can kind of switch between your different classes. And then over here you got your perk screen, right? So you get these little achievements, and those give you perk points. And those perk points go into unlocking perks. You have to start on this first tree here, and like, you know, you see these arrows. You have to unlock 3 of these before you move on to this column, and can unlock stuff here, 3 of those, etc., all the way to the end. And at the end, you kind of you get all those done, and now currently, since I've gotten all the way to the top and back down, I'm starting to like just double back on them, you know, just go back through and get all of them unlocked. So I'll be doing that. I took the weekly assignment. This is the assignment board, right? So you get these weekly assignments. You get this. This is a seasonal event, the core hunt, right? So that's another seasonal event. And then you get, you know, this is how you unlock weapons as well. Like, as you level up, once I get driller to 10, I can work on the license upgrade for the cryo cannon. Excuse me, I'm gonna get some water real quick. At level 25, you can promote them. When you promote them, their level resets. They start over at level 1 again. But you keep all your unlocks, you keep all your gear, you know, it doesn't really make a huge difference. All your gear's still set up and everything. The biggest bonus for the promotion system is that it unlocks the Tridolite events, like that one I was showing you in the last round, where it's like that big old platform. So those are the Tridolite events. It'll also unlock forging, which is pretty cool. You can forge cosmetics and like weapon overclocks and things of that sort. Yeah, I mean, mostly the best thing to do is, you know, you run through your assignments, and it gives you a little bit of extra credits, some crafting minerals, and some experience from just doing the missions. You see these 3 diamonds up here. It's telling us we got to do 3 different types of rounds before we complete that assignment. So this one here, this weekly core hunt's also 3 events, or 3 rounds before we get the rewards for that. And this one here, this cliffhanger one as well. So hopefully in this video I'll be able to get through my weekly assignment. I might start this pickaxe one. I've never really done this one, so this will be kind of interesting to see. It's going to give us this cool cosmetic pickaxe here. So that'd be kind of cool. Take a look at that. We'll probably equip that one. You can modify and change the look of your pickaxe when you unlock different parts. Right here on this little machine, you can change the colors if you have different colors unlocked, different kinds of like heads and things. So you can kind of, you know, put your personality into your own pickaxe, you know, if you want. So that's kind of a cool little thing. But to find those parts are actually a bit hard to find. You have to make sure that you you know, you have to find a little machine in the rounds, and then that machine will give you the locations of a dead dwarf, essentially. And then you go to the dead dwarf and you pretty much loot the dead dwarf. I mean, let's just be honest. You loot the dead dwarf, grab all his crap, and that's usually how you get cosmetics and colors and different things, is by, you know, looting your comrades, because, you know, that's the kind of company we run. So then you have the mineral trade terminal here. Mineral trades, you can kind of sell minerals for credits, or you can buy minerals with credits. It does tend to be pretty expensive after a while, but if you really need something for upgrades, you can definitely do it there. Just buy them and get them done. Speaking about upgrades here, this is the loadout. So this is what I'm running with right now. I don't have any extra weaponry or anything unlocked for this class yet. I'm trying to do that soon. Sorry, I'm sure that didn't sound great for you guys. But I'm trying to get him leveled up so I can unlock his other weapons, right? So like he has a cryo cannon, and I don't know what the third one is. We'll have to figure that one out. A lot of people in game will use the cryo cannon. Seems to be super overpowered, if you ask me. It's essentially a flamethrower that freezes them, and then when they get frozen, they're like brittle, and you can just break them. So pretty overpowered, but essentially what we're looking at here is we've got my mods on the right here. So these are the modifications I've done to my weapon. I have a couple choices in each column. With this setup, I got the higher capacity tanks, which lets me hold more fuel, which is good for the flamethrower, obviously. If I didn't pick that one, I could pick the higher pressure, which increases the distance that the flamethrower is effective at. But it seems to have pretty decent range for me, so I don't really worry about that too much. Each of them kind of costs a resource or a couple of resources and credits, so it's not free or cheap to do. But you know, if you unlock all of them, down here you get these little like new colors and things you can do with them if you unlock it. So you also got a couple other things up here. So we got the unfiltered tank, which is the one that makes the overall damage of my flamethrower increase, and then this one here, which makes it do more damage but also increases how much fuel it uses. So level 12, we'll jump into this column and we'll see what we can pick from here. Let's see. Chance to make them run. Terror. Flames. Sticky flames. Duration is increased. Or more fuel. I will probably go with the more fuel, you know. At 16, we'll get another one here. Oh, that'd be interesting. Targets explode from direct damage. So that'd be kind of an interesting one to have, just see a bunch of things blow up in front of you. Yeah, so we got a couple of mods on this here. We gotta unlock these other slots by leveling up. I'm not gonna go over every mod I have on my weapons, but essentially just kind of find what works for you, what you like. For me, I tend to go with damage over anything else. Essentially, I mean, you can't ever really go wrong with damage, but sometimes, you know, like with high ammo weapons, you're gonna want, you know, like the ammo bags and stuff like that to increase. These drills, a lot of it's like you want the cooldowns and you want the more fuel and all that kind of stuff. But oh hey, thanks. I just heard my dragon roar. Let me take a look here. That means I think I got a follower there. Yeah, new follow. Thank you very much. How's it going? I wanted to go kind of educational with this. A lot of people don't know about this game, Kodal, so I kind of wanted to jump in here and like explain it, you know. What's going on, Zesty? Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Every little bit helps. Alright, man, so guess we're going to head out to the next mission here. This next one, this little symbol here, that means it's going to be a Dozer Escort mission. So those are kind of fun. You get kind of follow this gigantic, pretty much tank. Ooh, that's not fun though, low oxygen. So that could be an issue. So that's that little red signal. That's a bad signal. Sometimes you get bonuses. Let's see if I can find one. Sometimes you get bonuses like this one here. You got mineral mania, so you get like a ton of minerals in the game, But you also get the cave leech clusters, which cave leeches are these things, they're stuck up on the ceiling and they're really hard to see. And they'll just shoot down this giant, essentially tongue, grip you and just yank you up to the ceiling. So definitely not a fun one. I try to avoid that whenever the hell I can. We're going to do this one, the low oxygen one. So this little symbol up here is telling me this is the mission I have to do to complete my assignment. So I don't really have a choice. It's not like I can pick another one. So we'll be doing this. So we'll have to protect the drill dozer. And we'll kill these fleas. That's usually, I leave that up to Bosco. And cave is medium complexity, and then it gives us our rewards over here as well. So we'll check that out.
Your mission is ready. The pod is prepped.
Of course, we gotta get drunk first, right, guys? So let's go ahead and get drunk. Let's see what we got. Let me see, what beer should we do this time? These ones actually help you. You can get like this one's not going to be too helpful. It's just a pickaxe damage, which is good sometimes, but really isn't necessary. But these other ones down here, these craftable beers, and they all do something funky. So they cost these little resources, which aren't rare. They're pretty common to find. But let's see. Which one did we do before? We did the flintlock, I think. Blackout stout. Let's do the. Oh yeah, this one. Let's do this one.
Blacklock lager, please.
This one's an interesting one. Oh, Drono. Fill up a beer. We can give him a tip.
For my best friend on the rig. Who bloody thinks we look like that?
All right.
To the fallen.
To the fallen. Hopefully we aren't going to join the fallen. That wouldn't be good at all.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a little creepy, but yeah, you know, it's beer, right? This is the worst freaking hangover. You got ghosts haunting you, clawing at your face. That's a good one. All right, rock and stone, boys. Here we go. Still drunk. Still going on the mission. Completely drunk. It's gonna be great. Always work drunk when you're a dwarf in a mine. Makes your day go by a lot easier. Trust me. I actually work in a mine. No joke. I actually work in a mine. That is my full-time job. I am a miner. And on my off time, what do? I play a game about mining. So, alright. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad. I drive a haul truck, a giant haul truck. So essentially, I am Molly. That's right. I am the dumb little drone that follows you around and you dump stuff in. I am really wasted. And my controls are actually making me wobble a little bit as I walk. Alright, this will be fun. So these missions, one of the most important things with the drill dozer missions is to make sure you get as much nitro in the beginning as possible. This one requires you to move a ton. You have to constantly keep moving in this one, so you really can't stop and look for resources in this version because you have to keep up with the drill dozer. So we gotta stick with Molly when this. She's got these little O2 tanks attached to her. We got an O2 canister on our right. If that runs out, we will start taking health damage. If I remember right, it's been a bit since I played the low O2 rounds, but essentially we will die if we don't stick close to Molly. So we'll have to keep that in mind, as well as sticking close to the drill dozer and fighting off hordes. So it should be a great experience. And I would not be surprised if we need Bosco to resuscitate us every once in a while, or all the time. This is really not good to do while you're drunk. Do not ever do this when you're really drunk. Alright, so we got a little bit of nitra. Ideally, we want to harvest this entire cavern before moving on. as the second we start up that drill dozer, that dozer's just gonna roll out, cut through a bunch of walls, and we're gonna have to keep up with it, and then we're gonna have to refuel it, and we're not gonna be able to stop again. Not for a while, at least. So this is a really cool mission, though. We're going after an Umber in Hearthstone. It's this, well, I'll just let you see it. It's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. It's a fun mission. It is much easier to do with people on your team. This is definitely one of those missions where you really feel it when you're running solo. Alright, pop this bad boy open. I have to keep an eye on our O2. I will probably forget that, so hopefully we don't. So, oh, there's O2 on him too. Nice. I did not know that. So this one is called Doretta the Dozer. They call it Doretta. And she's kind of cool. Pretty armored up. You see on the right side there, you've got a couple percentage bars, kind of in a little sketch of the dozer. So what'll happen is as the dozer takes damage, the left side will take damage first, regardless of where it gets hit. It'll go to the left side first, and you have to keep it repaired. If they get through that armor, then they'll start damaging the right side. Ooh, that's not gonna be good. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Oh no! So those guys are suicide bombers. There's some of those fester fleas. That's our bonus objective. We probably won't get that. Oh, look at all that nitra! Come back! Probably won't get the secondary objective here because, like I said, we have to keep moving. So that's kind of going to be unfortunate, but like I said, it's really not a big deal when you're playing by yourself to miss a few secondary objectives. It's pretty normal to do. It's just super time consuming, or you got other priorities.
Fuel canisters are all dry as a bone.
Alright.
Fill them and we will have this show on the road again soon.
Oh crap. Alright, so now the dozer, this happens in every time. It's not a unique thing. You gotta have at least one refuel stop during this mission. And what that means to do is we have to go around with these tanks and we have to harvest this oil shale. And this is the most annoying part of this mission. The rest isn't too bad, but this part is just super annoying. Because while we're doing this, you also have to protect Bosco, or Doretta. So I usually set my little drone Bosco on defend mode on the drill dozer. He helps a little bit, but he's really not great at it. Especially when things are shooting it and he's not attacking them. Now we'll just have to pop back every once in a while and repair it up. So get this little oil shale here. We have to fill up that bar in the middle there, so it's yellow right now. When it gets to the top, it'll become green and it'll be full, and then we'll plug it back into Doretta and we'll move on from there. We have to do this twice, so there's two canisters. Two canisters to fill up before we can move again.
Fuel canister in place. I need support.
Let's see if Bosco can get a couple flea kills while we're here. Maybe we'll be able to get lucky and complete that side mission after all, but probably not.
The drill dozer is under attack.
Great. So that sound means that we have a swarm coming to attack the drill dozer. They'll probably come from here, but oh crud. Or not. Oof. Now, those guys do a lot of damage to the drill dozer and of course to yourself. We definitely don't have enough nitra for a drop, so this is not great. Definitely not where we want to be right now. Sharp this one. Oh, he died beforehand. Damn. That was one of those ones that has higher attack, the little white striped ones. Oh, there's some nitro up there. Hey, we might have enough for a drop soon. We'll definitely get that nitro before we go. This is one of the few times you can stop in the game when you're refueling for fuel. You just want to make sure you don't let Doretta kind of get screwed up over here.
You're as good as new, Doretta.
So yeah, as long as you can keep her healthy and you have a little bit of time to kind of get stuff around here and back. You could backtrack if you want. I'm not too worried about doing that right now. These little fleas. Usually not a bad mission if you get the flea side mission because they're all over the place. But when you're doing a mission like this drill dozer mission where you got to keep moving, it can kind of be a pain in the butt. Usually I let Bosco kill them all. He's busy. Alright. So we won't do the drop yet. I've got a little bit of health damage, but I'm not too terribly worried about that right now. We'll just keep harvesting this, so I gotta tell Bosco to guard the dozer again. I'm glad I got some experienced streamers in the chat. They can kind of tell me what's up with the sound, if it's alright, if it's not. Kind of give me advice on things I'm doing wrong. So thanks guys for popping in. Appreciate it. This oil shale stuff is pretty common in these rounds. You don't normally have to look too hard for them. It can be a pain sometimes when a lot of them are like up higher. They generate up high in the walls sometimes. And if that happens, it's a pain in the butt because you have to get Bosco to harvest them first, and he drops them down, and then once he drops them down, you have to pick them all up, and it's just more work.
The drill dozer is fueled and ready to go.
Alright, so we got both the fuel tanks up there. I almost forgot about my oxygen. Good thing I didn't. But that would have been bad. I would have been wondering why the hell I was dying. Oh, there's some more nitro up there. Definitely get Bosco to harvest the rest of that. Alright. Well, we might actually be able to get the flea mission. We're at 6 of 10. I know there's a couple back in that other cave. But, I don't really want to double back. I don't really feel like doing that. Oh, there he is.
Give me some light right here.
That'll give us 7 there. Alright, so we've refueled Doretta. And we are going to proceed. We shouldn't have to stop again. Sometimes you do.
But expect that to change soon.
Sometimes you'd have to stop twice for fuel, which is really annoying. Excuse me. But it is what it is. So hopefully we don't have to do that. Hopefully we can just get to the Hearthstone and
we got a big horde of enemies approaching the drill dozer.
Start mining that stuff.
Die trying.
Ooh, see those little purple things there? That means there's a warden nearby. And what wardens do is they buff the defense of all the surrounding enemies. So all these guys if they have that little line attached to them, they'll have higher defense. And just be all around more annoying. There he is right there. So you definitely want to kill that guy. You don't want him to stick around long. I'm gonna chuck some C4. Fix up the drone a little bit. He was under the effects there. You want to shoot the warden's weak spot is like that little purple spot back there. Oh, out of ammo. Yeah, you want to definitely shoot him there because he is pretty tanky. Definitely want to try and get him out of the scene real quick. Alright, so we're at the armor in Hearthstone. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, no, we have to do another refuel. Are you kidding me? I was just saying how annoying that is. Son of a... Alright, well. Fix her up a little bit here. You always fix them on the left, on her left side while you got that left armor. Like I said, they will only do damage to the left side until it's broken all the way down, and then they'll do damage to the right side. You have to repair that side, and then they'll start doing permanent body damage after that. So you got some wiggle room, but you don't want to get too comfortable with that. Definitely need the drop. Definitely want that nitro up there. And we will get back to the annoying task of refueling this excessively oil-using machine. You'd think in the future we would have like a way better version of fueling something. You know, like, couldn't it be electric or, I don't know, something else? Some sort of replenishable? I don't understand why it's not. I mean, maybe there is stuff like that and this company's just too cheap to actually buy it. Which wouldn't surprise me because this company's really bad about taking care of its employees. They're like, yeah, get these minerals, and if you get left behind, oh well, sorry, sucks for you. Just make sure we get our rocks. And I'm pretty sure they don't have a good healthcare. Alright, so... This looks like a pretty good amount of fuel here, so it may not take too long.
Whoever's got the last
grab this stuff here. Grab a resupply. Oh, the resupplies have O2 on them too. That's super nice to know.
Getting supplies. Weapon ready.
Yeah, luckily we got enough oil nearby that it's not gonna take too long to get her up and going again, but it's always annoying when you have to stop 2 times. Heaven forbid we have to stop a 3rd time, but that has happened on occasion, which is really, really annoying. It's usually default, difficulty based, so the higher difficulty the more times you have to stop, and the more times you have to, like, the more damage they'll do to the machine and everything, so... I'm not terribly surprised we had to stop twice, it's just always annoying when you do.
Protect the drill dozer. It's being attacked by
got another wave coming in, so... Try to get this filled up before that, but I don't know if we will. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. This here. Once we get through this wave, it should be pretty smooth. We'll have probably another wave when we're attacking when we're at the Hearthstone. We'll have another wave on top of the swarm of enemies that just kind of constantly attack while you're in that phase of the game. So, see, the Hearthstone's a really fun fight, though. The Hearthstone itself kind of sort of attacks you too, and then you got the bugs attacking you, and a bunch of stuff trying to kill the dozer, so it can be challenging by yourself, but if you keep up with the dozer repairers and you keep moving around, try not to waste too much time on the fueling stages, you can usually get through them pretty quick.
This canister is full. Gotta get it knocked back and loaded.
Throw that in there.
Loaded back into the
Oh, good.
All canisters fueled.
Almost got blown up. Alright, so we probably won't be able to come back for this, so I'm just going to grab another
some of the ammo.
resupply while it's here, even though I don't really need one. Just kind of top myself off, and then we will head out. Let's pray that's the last time we stop. Oh man, I missed all that nitro crap. Yeah, well, I won't have enough for another drop during the Hearthstone fight unless I find more nitro. Oh, we're going through the nitro, nice. Grab it while we can. That give me enough? Nope. 54, we needed 80. Oh well. Maybe we'll get lucky in the Hearthstone cavern. Will have some more nitro. I like to have a drop for that fight, just because there is times you'll be taking a ton of damage, or you'll need that ammo. You know, you're running out quickly because you're fighting things constantly. My little pea shooter out. It's usually efficient enough for killing the bugs that chase you while you're doing this. Unless you get a whole horde of them like that, then you just want to start flaming them.
We gotta protect Doretta! Bloody hell, your heart's a kill! Prepare the dozer before it takes permanent damage!
Looks like we're at the Hearthstone. You can tell by the ground. Kind of turns red, and then this giant orb there is the Hearthstone. Oh shoot, that drill dozer just ran that thing over. Nice. Oh, we're gonna get this guy on our team here. I got one of those defensive bugs. His armor's a little shitty, but we'll see how that goes. Alright. We're all repaired here. Like I said, we really want to get another drop before we start this Hearthstone fight. But this is the Hearthstone. It's encased in like 5 layers of armor that the drill dozer has to cut through. Each phase explodes after, like, it shoots like a shockwave out that explodes the area, damages the drill dozer, will really screw you up and launch you. We got really lucky there, guys, because we just got a stash of nitro that's going to give us that last supply drop we need. And grab some of this Bismore. This is another optional, I guess not optional, it's another secondary resource for equipping your weapons and things. Good boy, Steve. I'm glad my buzz is gone. You can tell I'm not swerving or walking around anymore. Thank you very much for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. I hear the sound. I just can't see you. I will thank you later when I get back to chat. I do intend to get another monitor as soon as I can. Oh, I'm suffocating. I told you I'd forget. I told you I would forget. I am suffocating to death. So we'll stand here for a second. Oof. That was a close one. I knew I was going to do it. I knew I was going to do it at least once. I was like, you know what? I'm going to totally forget to go back and get oxygen one of these times. Alright, so we got 90 nitro. That'll be enough for our drop. Would be nice. Get that drop going right before we start.
Ready.
I'm going to do another quick search here. Gotta wait for my flare to recharge. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Like, see these green little spots on the wall? We haven't seen these yet since I've been streaming, but I'll show you what those are in a second. So usually when you see like illuminated spots on the wall, there's a rare mineral there. So this one is going to be this green, like you see this green glow. I'll turn off my headlamp here. You see this green glow here. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. This little green glow here tells me that there's a resource in there. A rare resource of some sort. So we'll dig down in here and we'll pull that out. Now when you find the rare resources, you have to carry them with 2 hands. Oh, I'm suffocating again. Oh crap.
I'm gonna choke.
Oh, come on, Molly, come on. Save my life, Molly.
Hurry, please.
Oh, save my life. Good girl, good girl. Oh, man. Drill Dozer's getting attacked again. Hopefully Bosco's on that, but probably isn't. down here, grab this mineral real quick, and then we'll go continue on. So you kind of want to follow the glow, right? So this is what we're looking for. Like I said, it takes 2 hands to use. So I'm going to toss it real quick and go repair the drill dozer's alright. Bosco can pick these up for you. He can carry them for you, but he won't ever deposit them. So when he carries them, you have to kind of call him to you, and then he'll throw them to you, and you can pick them up then.
Just take your sweet
But these resources are really good. I think this is called Jedi, I think is what it's called. And they're rare resources that help you with the more advanced upgrades and resources you'll need for other things. So whenever you see those, you definitely want to grab them.
All these minerals fit inside.
We'll do another quick search real fast before we drop that supply drop and get started. There's a little bit of gold there, not worried about the gold. Looks like we've been up there already, so we will continue on. Like I said, this is going to be a really fun fight. It's going to be enjoyable to watch all the crap that goes on. So what's going to happen here, what you guys kind of expect will happen here was we're going to get swarmed by bugs, of course. On top of getting swarmed by bugs, we're going to be targeting the Dozer. The Dozer is going to be drilling into this heart. And as I said before, the heart has like several layers. And as you break through each layer, a wave of damage is going to come out of it and kind of nuke everything around it. Damage the Dozer a little bit. So that'll be kind of a pain. If you stand too close, it'll fling you. And then after that, the Hearthstone, when it gets weak enough, will start erecting ways to hurt you as well. Like they'll either start throwing rocks at you, or these giant pillars will come out of the ground, start beam lasering the drone. It'll be fun. You'll get to see it all right now. Like I said, definitely a mission you want to have. You can see have friends with, you know. So up at the top there you see the Elmer and Hearthstone's health, and the different colors are the different layers, right? So when we get through this first blue layer, I'm going to jump, you know, when we get close, I'm going to jump off of this Dozer and jump off the Dozer so I don't take that wave damage that it's going to shoot out. It will do that for every phase that it goes through. So it'll do that a total of 4 times before it's dead. Definitely want to kill Praetorians quick in this one. They will screw up the Dozer along with the suicide bombers. As you can see, we're already at 40% over here. Almost toasted Steve again. Don't want to do that. Already killed my brother once. Alright. Oh, crap! Alright, we got off just in time. So there's that wave, the whining sound and the big wave. Now it's gonna throw rocks at us, so we gotta destroy these rocks. Oh, crap! Because that'll do a ton of damage to Dozer. Pop these guys. Biggest thing to ooh, I got smashed. I got smashed by a rock. Save me, Bosco. So that was a rock we didn't quite catch. Damn it. That's where I lose this left side, I think. Unless I can get it fixed real quick. Almost through the second layer. Yeah, watch the roofs in this game too, because they will crawl all over the roofs and start wrecking you from the top. Okay, got off of that in time. It's gonna probably throw some more rocks and start raising up pillars or something, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Damn it, this gun does nothing to these guys. Another Praetorian coming over here. We'll meet him with a nice C4, oh, that's gonna hit the dozer. I may not want to do that. I think that's gonna blow up the dozer. Oh, did it? Got lucky, it must have been just outside of range. So yeah, you can see how this would be a lot better if you had someone to fix the dozer, someone to kind of cover you while it's happening. You know, someone to clear bugs, get resources, etc., etc. So this is definitely one of the harder missions solo. We're about to explode again. Now we're gonna get those beams. Those beams are gonna come up. So I'm gonna get a resupply real quick. So see those beams, those are gonna start zapping the dozer. So the way to get through those, you need to tell Bosco to mine them. Or with this character, because he's the driller, you just cut through him real quick with your drill. If you don't, you will fall way behind on the damage upkeep on that dozer, especially by yourself. So you definitely want to make sure you get through those really quick. Come back and fix up the dozer.
Keep the dozer safe.
We're getting through the last layer of the Hearthstone, so that'll be pretty cool. Another one of these.
The swarm is upon you.
Now we got a swarm coming in, so this is where it gets really fun.
This one's for Carl. No, it's killed by fire.
Oh, Steve's dead! Oh, Steve! It was you, wasn't it? You killed Steve, you prick!
Those bloody bugs off the drill dozer.
So yeah, just kill bugs, repair the dozer,
Like a kid.
destroy the beams. Don't die from oxygen deprivation. Easy, right? No problem, no problem. Got another one over here. Almost done with that. That'll be nice. There it goes. And we got the heart exposed now, and we just clear out some of the bugs.
The drill dozer served its purpose.
The dozer explodes. I don't remember if there's an achievement or not, but we'll recover Doretta's head anyway, just to see. I think I've already got it if it is an achievement, but so the little dozer explodes. After that, it dies, and the head goes flying. If you want to see if there's an achievement or you want to find the head, there's a 90% chance that it flies behind the armor in Hearthstone. So we'll go take a look and see if we can find Doretta's head real quick. There she is. So you tell Bosco to carry the head. We're gonna extract with Doretta's head. It'll be great. We're gonna save Doretta, guys. She will not be forgotten. Alright, so this is the Emerald Hearthstone. Super cool looking. It is also very big. You have to carry it with 2 hands. Luckily, you just strap it to your little Molly drone. And then we extract. And then in this game mode, sorry, readjust a bit. In this game mode, you will always extract back the way you came. So we will we'll just follow the big tunnels all the way back. It should be a pretty easy extraction. That's the easiest part of the game, is the extraction. If we find a flea, we only need to kill one more. If I can kill one more flea on the way back, we can also snag that secondary objective.
Stand clear.
So I think the hardest thing here is going to be keeping up with this this unit here to keep oxygen flowing into my body. Because if I lose her, I'm going to start suffocating. So that could be a challenge. But yeah, we should be able to get through this. I'm going to kind of ride on top of Molly for a bit here until she knocks me off. That way I can keep up with her and don't have to worry about the oxygen problem. Yep. And she ran me into a wall, so there's that.
Locked and loaded. Hello,
this
Fall back to the drop.
barley bulb there. That'll help us with our beer. Now, because Bosco's carrying something, he will not be able to help shoot for me. So he's just gonna follow very slowly with Doretta's head. Which isn't a big deal. We're already here. Not a bad extraction. Oh, I spoke way too soon, son of a...
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Oh god, that was the worst enemy in the game.
The objective has been achieved.
So these guys are a huge version of that exploding bug, right? And they are tough,
Galactic, thanks you for your good work.
and they explode in an AoE, and when you do kill them, they explode again, and nuke the entire map.
Axe out!
So yeah, these guys, this is not what I wanted to see, especially since now I'm way away from any kind of oxygen right now. I guess there's that supply drop over there I could probably run to. Oh yeah, we gotta keep away from that guy. He's gonna nuke the world when he goes. Hopefully we can get through him without taking too much damage or dying. Oh, shit. Ow. Oh, he blew me up. Yeah. Once you get revived, you'll turn around and you'll see the huge-ass crater he just dropped in the ground.
T-minus 3 minutes.
There you go. Watch this. Boom! And that's why you don't want to hit him with a flamethrower. It's too close of a range. You just freaking nuke the entire map. So now we got 2 minutes to kind of go back. Shouldn't be a problem. Should be able to do that and refill my oxygen real quick.
Now we crawlies. Come and get some.
So you can see he's just totally devastated the terrain here. Like I said, worst boss in the game. If those guys spawn, it's gonna be annoying.
That's wonderful.
Oh shit, no, I forgot. Ah, I didn't grab Doretta's head. Bosco had her the whole time. Crap. Oh well. Ugh. Yeah, it's definitely a good game. You should totally snag his Dusty. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, we could do some co-op, man. That'd be great. Hell, Cuddle, you catch it. You grab the game. Well, all three of us will do it. Oh, Toto Herder. Hey. Like I said, guys, thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. Probably play another mission here real quick, and then I'll probably call it after that. And then I'd love to get you guys' feedback. Like I said, you guys can hit me up on the Twitter that's linked, or you can leave me a message, and I will read it and get back to you guys. Let me know how the sound volume is, the mix, the you know, anything you see. If you guys had any stutters or issues with the frame rates or anything, let me know that too. But yeah, you know, let me know what we can do to make it better for you guys. The whole reason I'm doing this is to hang out with the community and hang out with you guys and kind of chill and game, man.
Your
Chill and
assignment
game.
is within reach. Just one more mission to complete.
So we got a couple of these perks that opened up here, so we'll collect those. That'll give us those stars. Those stars is what we use to buy our perks. So like I said, I'm kind of working backwards from the top now, back down, so I'm going to grab this one.
Just a perk for
At this point, I don't really care too much what they do. I kind of got my setup the way I like them. But a lot of these perks are pretty cool. There's just a lot of variations to them and a lot of customization to how you want to play, you know. One of the biggest ones I do recommend, though, for anyone who's playing co-op at all, is the shield link. The shield link perk is absolutely paramount if you are playing with co-op players and other players, because if they get near you within a certain radius of you, as it says there, their shields will recharge faster. So if everyone gets this ability, if everyone's running with this ability in co-op, anywhere you go, if you just run next to an ally, your shields will come back real quick. And then on top of that, you can overcharge the shields, which increases them for a short duration by a huge amount. So when you get those big swarms, or you get that big exploding bug that we had earlier, you can run to your buddy, overcharge his shields, and then you guys stay close to each other and kind of activate your shield boost together. That way your shields are up, save you from a little bit more health damage there. If you match that up with the gunner's shield generator, which is his one of his equipment items, then you pretty much are good for about 30 seconds. Your shields won't drop. So yeah, it's a pretty good combo when you're playing with other players. I highly recommend it when you're playing co-op. At least one person having it, if not 2 or 3. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I think we want to go with, damage. I always go damage.
Is fun time.
Damage is the way to go, especially with this gun. This gun's awful on damage. Oh, I got another slot for the satchel charges. So you can carry extra satchel charges or more powerful explosions. That sounds dangerous. Let's do that one.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't been showing you guys, but you can see like right here the cost of the upgrade, or this particular perk, is 960 credits. That's 12. I think it's Bismore is the red stuff. No, that's Magnite. And then 16 Jedi, which is that green crystal we pulled out of the last round. So that's why it's kind of important. Like when you get that big chunk like that, you get, I think it's like 10 Jedi or somewhere around there. So you definitely want to harvest those, because you definitely will need them for your upgrades. And there's only normally a couple in a round. So if you see that glow, or you recognize the terrain difference, which is the biggest giveaway, then you definitely definitely want to dig through it and get to that resource, because it's going to be helpful. So I do like his axe, because it's super unique. There's no other character that has an axe for a thrown weapon, but it just doesn't really do much. So let's see, we could do a neurotoxin grenade. That sounds completely fine, completely fun to use. And then HE. Yeah, I'll probably run the HE grenade. Got an armor upgrade, which is good. It's fire resistance. So that'll be cool. And then I upgraded my health rig, so it actually gives me extra health as you work through. You definitely want to upgrade or buy all of the perks on your armor, because the more perks you pick up, you get these little waypoints, and once you get all of them, you actually get an additional 15 health, which sounds minimal, but it can save your life sometimes. So you definitely want to upgrade all of your armor in this game for sure, even if you're not going to use the stuff that you're buying. Alright, so we've got the last leg of our assignment here. One machine I didn't show you guys, because I've already kind of messed with it, is this drone modification machine. And this is how you upgrade and customize Bosco's abilities, right? So adding damage, adding different kinds of rockets, which I haven't really shown, but Bosco comes into the game with rechargeable rockets. They should be better than they are, but they're really not amazing. They're good for clearing out swarms, but they're really not good on like armored opponents that much. They'll take a chunk, but overall you can live without the rockets, to be honest. Alright, so last mission. Oh, this is a salvage mission. So we're going to have to find these little drones that are kind of, oh no, lethal enemies. God dang. That sounds fun. That means we'll probably have a lot of elite enemies in this one. But salvage mission, so you have to salvage 2 like little mini mules. They they're like green small versions of Molly, really. So you find them, you have to attach their legs, restore them, and then do some other stuff. Not usually a terrible mission for solo play, so it's definitely one that if you're just trying to get used to the game or whatever, you can do it and kind of get used to it. These are the seasonal rewards and the cosmetic tree that you kind of unlock stuff when you get these little pink things. They're called, or purple things. They're called scripts. As you do your achievements throughout the season. This is season 1. This is the very first season they've ever done for the game, and I believe, like I said earlier, I believe they're planning on doing a second season starting pretty soon. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with this, because this is a pretty new feature. It's only, I would say, a couple months old at the most, and so far we haven't been able to do any of the event things, but hopefully we'll find one, and I'll show you what those events look like. There's a couple different variations of the events, and they spawn randomly in the caves, kind of like the Tritolite missions I was talking about earlier. So with that in mind, I mean, hopefully we find one in this next one, so I can kind of show you that before I get off here. If I don't show you it today, I'll most likely be streaming tomorrow at some point. I'll try to let you guys know, but it'll probably be sometime around the same time I started today, 12-ish, 1-ish, around that time. I'll definitely put it out on my Twitch before I start, and I'll put it out on a couple other places. If you guys click the follow button, then it'll notify you as well that I'm going live. So, like I said, I haven't really been able to establish a schedule yet. I've got to kind of work around my work schedule for now, but I hope to do that soon too. And I do promise that on most weeks, with the exception of maybe 1 week a month, I will be able to stream at least once in a week. Most time, probably twice in a week. I could probably do twice in a week. And then there's 1 week of the month that if I'm not busy, I could stream 3-4 times. I got a whole week off, so I could stream multiple times during that week as well. And then I will let you guys know when I do that. So let's see, what do we want to get drunk on today? Burning Glove, Arkan Stout, Blackout Stout. I mean, that one's kind of, obviously, you're going to black out from that one. So, there's that. Let's do it. Let's get blackout drunk, guys.
Blackout stout.
Yeah.
Your work, you're waiting.
Blackout Stout. Here we go. Before we take that drink, though, let's do a little dance.
Noise, too.
Yeah. Some classic movements.
Bang your head.
There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah. Kick your feet, boys. Let's see what else we do here. If you walk out of that circle and come back in, you'll change your dance moves. See what we got this time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hip shake. Got it. Alright, let's get drunk. To Carl, whoever the hell that is.
That's the stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
Something more
Excuse me, sorry. That was embarrassing. Like shit himself. And we wake up in the infirmary. We're good. No, we're good, man. We're good. Can you imagine what kind of ale you would have to knock out a dwarf? Like, just straight out, like, 1 mug of this ale is strong enough to wreck a dwarf. Like, what the hell is in that? I can't even comprehend what you would have to do that. Like, it would probably be enough to kill a normal human in a second. So you look at my little stat over here. Looks like I've got 103 downs. Ooh, that's embarrassing. Oof. I mean, that's been over, like, just give me some credit. That's like several years of gameplay. And I have no health insurance apparently. I don't need that. It's cool. Whatever. It's cool. I don't know how I'm paying you for this, but run! Get the fuck out! Alright, so we're gonna head out, start this mission. Finish this up and end the stream. This mission should be fun. Hopefully I don't get downed a bunch. It is lethal enemies though, so I expect to, we're going to be fighting some interesting things. Stay hydrated, boys. It's good for you. Alright. Let's see how deep we're going to go.
If you don't walk in stone, you ain't coming home.
If we survive, next round is on me.
Slap the fuzzy die. Yeah, so I forgot to mention, these screens aren't just like here for no reason. They actually give you information on what you're doing. So if you forget, like, 5 seconds ago when you were loading in, looks like we got 2 different minerals here. That's Bismore on the right, and that's Jedi. That's that green crap. So we'll be looking for Jedi in here too. That alert's telling us we got that lethal enemies debuff on this map. It's going to tell you the cave complexity. 2 is average. Some ups and downs. Not too terribly bad for the driller. Unfortunately, 3 cave complexity, the driller really needs help from buddies. You can get good at drilling stairs. You can do that, but it's so time consuming and it's so obnoxious because then it's hard to retreat or it's hard to use them, whereas most of the other guys, they have a more permanent solution to that. Once I promote this guy to 25, we'll actually check out the scout. That's a long-term goal, obviously. We'll check out the scout and we'll get him up to 25 as well. And the scout's got a lot of mobility, so you'll definitely see a big impact between the driller and the scout. So the cave length kind of tells you like how windy the paths are going to be, and normally is a good indicator of how long your mission's going to be. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. We got lethal enemies over here, and then tells us our objectives. So you got the salvage 2 mules, and then our secondary objective is collect holomite, which is that purple stuff we collected on the first mission. Right off the bat, we got some nitro, so that's good. Oh, I hate this biome. This biome's got plants that try to kill you everywhere. So that's going to be interesting on top of the lethal enemies. Oh man, it's turning out to be a tough one. Definitely going to need the nitro, definitely going to need to be on our guard. Hopefully we don't run into a there's like a big old plant guardian thing that will attack you, and he's a pretty difficult fight. Hopefully we don't run into that. And obviously these spikes, if you run into them, will hurt you like that. So it's definitely a pain in the butt. Sometimes you can shoot them and they move out of your way, but this one doesn't seem to care. So yeah, this is the biome of living plants, and they will eat you very quickly. I'll grab some of this holomite. And you can hear that beeping sound in that green orb there, the green little wave. That's going to be our first mule, so that's really nice that it's just right there around the corner. So hopefully we can get through this mission pretty quickly and not stick around long enough for the plants to kill us. Oh cool, there's an event thing here. Cool, so I can show you guys that too before we get off of here. Alright, so I'm going to do a preliminary search here. Like most of the other landing points, you kind of want to scan a bit, make sure you pick up your nitro before you run off, or look for Bismore or any of those other things there. So when you find the mule body, you can scan for legs, and when you scan for legs, it actually populates them on your map, so you can see those purple little lines there. Those are the legs that we have to go retrieve And it scans a pretty decent area. Each mule only takes 3 legs. So you can see we got 4 legs marked on our screen. So we'll actually have an extra one that we can throw on the second mule if it's nearby. And per the name, some pretty lethal enemies right off the gate. And it almost downed me right there. That's surprising.
Much better.
Shouldn't have been that close to downing already. You got these legs. You gotta dig a little bit, kind of knock them loose. I don't know if I want you. No, not you. Damn. Guess I'm not gonna get that guy. So you kind of knock him loose a little bit. When you see him drop like that, the gravity take him, then you're good. That's 2 of them. You do have to carry them with 2 hands. So it's nice to kind of grab him. Good strategy is to have Bosco carry one. Kind of cover him while he does that. Or you can just kind of do what I just did there, and if you're close enough, just chuck him up towards the mule there. That way you have your hands free for the game, for the guns, and for the waves and stuff. So looks like the other one is to our right, so we'll go check that out. There it is. I'll chuck that one up there. I will show you what this thing is here. This is the event thing, right? So this is one of the special event drops that happens in the game randomly for the season. So what we're gonna have to do here is, this is like a data terminal essentially for this rival company that is invading our territory and trying to steal our minerals. They do not use people or any kind of living thing to do their mining, which sounds to me like a way better idea. But instead, they use automated drones and devices and things like that that harvest the minerals and protect the harvester. And so we hack into these automated devices that they use for mining, and we steal their data because why not? And that way they don't have it to use for their mining operations. And that's essentially what Season 1's all about, is this rival company invading Deep Rock territory and us attacking them for it, because this is our land. So you have to go to it, you call in a hacking drone. They always drop it way away from the thing. It's way over there. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to connect it with a connection link to that big gold thing. And get this guy all fixed up. What I'll probably do, which is the good thing about this character, is I'll probably just drill right through the dang wall, you know? I'll probably just drop it right through the wall and run the wires that way. Oof, keep falling. Alright. So that's right there. We will go straight to it.
Weapon ready.
Another one I recommend, not for co-op, but for solo play at least. I mean, it's good for co-op as well. It's pretty good for anything, really. But what I do recommend is getting the perk called Always Ready for your character, especially when you're solo playing. Because what that does is it allows you to automatically reload any gun that is not equipped currently. So right now, if I switch to my pistol, my flamethrower will automatically reload itself, which is super useful when you are trying to swap through weapons really quick, or you're running out of ammo with one weapon and you have to just switch quickly because you're in a horde or something. Really useful to have. So the other thing we found while we drilled through this wall is this Trilite event. And I know I said I'd show you guys those at some point. I will not do it in this video. If I do this one right now, especially with deadly enemies active, I will almost certainly die by myself. So we will not be doing that right now, because I want to complete this mission. But it is something I do plan on doing later. I will definitely do with some of my promoted characters later on. They are extremely difficult. I saw a blue bud over there. That means there's a menace. I don't know if you remember the menaces from before, but they're those guys that shoot the rapid fire spitballs at you. They are not fun. There he is. Just gotta keep moving. Aim for the glowy parts. Oh, we actually got him before he teleported. That's pretty rare. Look how big that freaking thing is. Oh crap. So that was a plant trying to kill me right there. So somewhere there's a plant that is trying to stab me to death. I'm not quite sure where it is. We'll definitely have to be careful of that. We got some more Holomite here, which is our secondary objective. Don't think it's going to be quite enough to complete our secondary objective, but it should get us pretty close. And then see that green glow there? That's the Jedi we're looking for, so definitely harvest that out too. I got 17 and 5 up there, so yeah, we'll need another good vein of Holomite. Grab some more Nitra. Good thing about this mission, it's not like you don't have to keep moving as frequently as you would for the other you know, like the Dozer mission or whatever. So you can kind of take your time, explore the caverns a little bit, kind of, you know, grab the resources you want. I'm actually gonna have Bosco harvest that since you can just kind of fly over there and do it real good. Get some more Nitra. Should have enough for a couple jobs now. Oh. Little spawnlings. Perfect. Yep. So that's over there. That's the other teams that we're here to, you know, salvage the lost team stuff. So this that's the actual drop pod for the other team. So we're gonna definitely want to know where that is at, because we will have to go back there towards the end of this mission after we recover, or after we restore the other mule. We'll have to go there to restore, like, the drop pod, essentially, and that's how we're going to get off the planet. Alright. So Bosco doesn't fight when he's carrying something, which is why I'm getting these guys attacking me all the time, and I'm not getting kills. Bosco's not doing anything because he was carrying that Jedi for me. So once you tell him to drop that, he'll go back to shooting things for you, which will be nice. I'm definitely going to need to use a drop myself here soon, because I am running out of ammo again with my pistols and stuff. It may look like I'm not, but it goes fast, especially with a flamethrower. Alright, so there's the other mule there. You see the little green orb? We definitely want to go there and activate it and see where the legs are. Sometimes you don't need to do that. Sometimes the legs are very apparent where they are. You know, like, they just kind of stick out. There's some more Holomite, so that'll be good. What is that? Oh, a battle mule. Ooh, that'll be an interesting fight. So this is going to be tough, but if we can kill this thing... Let me do my drop first. If we can kill this thing, we get a armored mule that has like a rock or has like a grenade launcher and a machine gun. It would be super, super helpful for defense. But you have to kill the parasites off of it first. Once you kill the parasites off of it, then you have to repair it. And then after you repair it, you're good to go. It'll follow you around and just really wreck the enemies. So we're definitely going to do that one. It's going to be a rough fight though, I'm not going to lie. These guys are not easy to take down. So you got to aim for the little green things on the side, because that's the parasites. You don't want to stop, because it will frag you pretty quick. Now you gotta avoid that laser, because that laser's the sight for his gun. Get in here when he does that grenade attack. Back out. Yeah, make sure you get those. I'm gonna tell Bosco to attack him. He doesn't do a very good job, but he'll try. Nice. Oh, he died up there. What a pain in the butt. Alright, we'll figure out how to get up there in a second and repair him. Go up this way. I don't think there's a time limit for how long you have till he, blows up or anything, but I don't know. There we go. And we got ourselves an armorized mule. Weaponized mule, I should say. Armored and weaponed. Pretty much the coolest version of Molly ever. Alright. So he's going to be super helpful in this mission. He's going to wreck people I don't even see, and he's going to be... It's always nice to have allies when you're solo playing. So the more the merrier. Alright, now we'll go back and we will get that...
I'm taking some of the ammo.
We'll get that drone going.
Red sugar.
And then we'll continue with the hack mission, which I'll show you guys. There's one of the legs right there, right next to it. Pick that up. Oh, crap. Oh, damn it. So that's the plant that's trying to kill you. I told you there was one around here. You have to break each leg off. Aim for the little yellow spot. They have 3 legs, and once you blow all 3 legs off, the root of it dies. But they will totally wreck you if you take too many hits. So, alright! Thank you for the raid, appreciate it. So we got this little drone up here. We got some sugar. That's definitely going to be needed. So red sugar heals you. We'll definitely need that. We're going to grab this Bismore here. Bug. Yeah, so the lethal enemies is definitely rough. Everything does more damage, and you get more elite spawns and things like that. So it's definitely a rough fight whenever you have that little debuff on there. I'm on hazard level 3, which is I guess what you would consider hard mode in the game. The only other level, I think there's 1 or 2 other levels above it, and one of those is the lethal mission. So lethal is, as I said before, almost impossible to run solo. If you are good enough to run lethal solo, then props, man, because that is tough as hell. Alright, I think we got a couple legs on there, but I don't know. Oh, I threw this one, but I didn't attach it. We'll have to scan them to see where the next one, or the last one is. Check my map, see. I haven't done that yet. So you hit the little E button on it while it's down, and there we go. It tells us there's one to our right. Well, that was easy, duh. Could have seen that one without the scan. What an idiot. Alright, that's the 3rd leg for that one. Pair them all up. We did get all of our Hollow Knights, so we did get our secondary objective. So that's going to be a little more money, a little more XP
Fuel is
there.
functional again.
We're gonna get even more XP when we do the event mission, which we will do shortly. Just gonna grab some more of that drop. There it is. So there's our hacker bot. So with the hacker bot, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to connect a visual line between the hacker bot, a couple probes, and then the data center that we were looking at earlier. And we're gonna do that. It is a little time consuming, especially by yourself. It would be way faster with a friend. But it's not impossible, and if you do it right, it doesn't take terribly long. But we're gonna just run it straight through the wall. Luckily, the driller class let us do that. Otherwise, we would have to walk these nodes all the way around this entire cave. Like, I mean, it would have to go. Yeah, it would just be a pain. So we did luck out being the driller class in that regard. This little green orb that you see kind of hovering the little border there, that's showing me how far this data connection will go. So if you've got clear line of sight like we do, you want to make sure your data orbs are as far spread out as possible. That way you have less of them to drop, and they're easier to just follow. You know, it's just easier in general. You gotta call Molly out of the way, because when she sits down you can't walk through her, but when she's moving you can walk through her. So if Molly's ever blocking your way, call her, and she'll move out of your way, and as she's moving you can walk through her. Otherwise we'd be stuck on Molly and we wouldn't be able to get through her in that hallway there. So you see, we only did what, three of these little connections here, because we were able to drill through the wall, and that was close enough to connect it to the tower. So now what we gotta do next step for this event mission, this specific variation, there's a couple different variations, right? Oof, you guys need to get out of here. Nothing like a glyphid Praetorian walking into your little cave system. So what we have to do now is we're going to activate this little bot. He's this goofy little guy, they call him Haxy, and he's going to hack that module. But while he's doing that, everything's going to attack him. So you have to kind of protect him while that happens. And then if he takes too much damage, or there's too many enemies around him, he will jump back into the casing, and you'll have to restart him. So we got our progress bar up top. We're going to try and keep him up and moving, but you know, we had a suicide bug already exploded on him, so that made him hide. I'm going to tell Bosco to do his defense here, so maybe that'll help.
We got bogeys on the hacking drone.
So we got our big drone helping us out with some frags and some machine gun fire, so that's really nice for this. Little bugs. Whoop. Alright, that's a patrol bot. That's part of the rival enemies. If you can manage it, sometimes they die, and you can hack them, like this. It's all timing, and I'm gonna down because, you know, I'm trying to hack something and Bosco's not saving me. But we definitely want to hack that. It's helpful, little flying thing. But if you don't get to the hack fast enough, it will just explode. So yeah, it just exploded. So we're not gonna have a chance to hack that. But that's okay. There'll be more.
Hacking commencing again.
You see those little grenades our armored mule is shooting around, helping us out with that. We're almost done with the hack. This is also one of those things that would be way easier with a friend, you know. This game's great in all aspects of it, but it is definitely
Tracking drone secure.
tailored to co-op play.
Get those
Every
bastards on
mission
tracking drones
you
now,
do
then.
is easier with friends, and it's more fun too, you know. I find that I enjoy playing co-op games a lot better than solo player half the time. If you got a good group of friends or kind of people with interests, so I hope to do some co-op with some of my other streaming buddies and friends and family, and bring you guys that content as well
Tracking
as
drone
we
under
move on.
attack.
We are almost done with the hack. There we go. These little nodes will explode,
Wrap the data cell.
and we will go and be able to retrieve the data cell, which is in the data center here. So you grab this two-handed item,
That's some heavy data. I need the mule right
call the mule,
right now. Weapon ready.
and we'll drop this into the mule, and then that'll give us season experience. It'll also give us extra bonus experience at
Very
the
good,
end of the
team.
match as well.
Management is satisfied with your performance.
And that's that phase. So we've done the event. We've done the data tower event. We'll probably see. I don't know when the season ends. I'll have to double check. But we'll probably see a couple other events of those, possibly tomorrow when I play again. So I intend to do, like I said, sometime middle of the day, anywhere from 12 to 1.
You can always deposit on the side of the drop pod.
Still new to all this stuff, so just bear with me if my time is off or something weird happens with the stream. You know, just let me know so I can fix it. I'm kind of learning as I go, so I appreciate any support and any positive remarks about it. If you guys have some feedback, let me know. Just, you know, be respectful. You know, be polite. Don't be a troll or anything. I don't really have any interest for trolls. So if you're gonna come in and talk trash, then just don't. If you're gonna come in, you're gonna be constructive. You're gonna be respectful to me and my community. Then yeah, you're welcome to stay, man. You know, have fun. We'll enjoy it. And I'm hoping to do some community co-op events eventually after I figure things out and do some
Establishing a proper connection
co-op
to the
with
pod
my
and the
with
space rig.
with my viewers and some chats. If you guys have any questions about me personally or what I do for a living or anything like that, as long as it's not too personal, then I wouldn't mind answering those and opening up that communication with you guys and getting to know you as well. So kind of look forward to that. That's kind of the whole reason of doing it is, there's no point in playing a game, streaming a game, when if you don't give a crap about your community, you don't want to involve them. There's really no point in doing that. Might as well just play by yourself with no one watching. So hope to build a really solid community with you guys and
Down the hatch.
good group of people that wouldn't mind doing some gaming with me and maybe being on the stream every once in a while and go from there. So what we're doing now is we gotta recover and repair the drop pod from the other team. So this is the other team got here. They were assigned a mission. They died and failed in the mission. So we're kind of the cleanup crew. We're kind of sent in to recover the equipment for the company. They don't give a crap about the bodies or the people. Just the equipment for the company. That's what they want us to recover. So we're gonna recover the mules. We're gonna recover the drop pod, and that's our ticket out of here. So in this specific part of the game, you've got to stay in this little green orb here. If you leave that orb, the uplink progress stops. If it stops too long, you'll actually fail the mission. Oof. You actually fail the mission, and if you fail the mission, you're done. It does move faster when you have more than one player.
Triangulation at 75%.
When you have more than one player in the circle at a time, it will increase the speed at the uploads and everything. The downside is obviously you're constricted to this little area to defend, and it can be pretty hazardous when you're in a round like this where you got the unstable suicide bugs that come in and bomb you from the roof and stuff. And it's really, really, really bad if you get one of those big exploders in here. That would really suck. At that point, you might as well just say, "Oh, I'm dead." So after we establish the uplink with communication with the pod again, our next thing to do is to fuel it. So they're dropping fuel cells down now.
Fuel cells have arrived. Get them connected to the drop pod.
And what we're going to do is we're going to open this thing up. We're going to attach this fuel line to the green circle on the side of this drop pod, which is right. Well, it's here somewhere. Find it. There it is. Here, right there. So we attach that fuel line to this. The fuel lines are a little annoying because they don't bend as well as some of the other, like, tubing and everything in the game. There's a couple other missions where you have to, like, attach tubing or whatever. These ones don't rotate very well. You can't turn them at, like, 90-degree angles or anything. So it does take some time to just kind of walk them over there. You do want to try to make them as long as possible, right? So if you look at my little machine over here on the right, you see the green bar kind of filling up as I move. If it fills all the way to the top, that's max length, right? So if it's red, it's too far. It will not be able to do that. So you gotta you want it to be kind of like the top of that green. It's less attachments. It's a good skill to practice, especially because there's a game mode where you have to extend, like, fuel lines, essentially, all over the map. And when you do that, you want to have the lowest amount of connections possible. Because if you have more connections, it's more areas to defend, and more areas to repair if the bugs attack it and break it. So it's a good practice to make sure you're extending out your tubing as far as possible, trying to take the shortest route as fast as possible to your objective. And that way you don't, for one, it's faster, and then two, it's better for defense missions and those fuel pipe missions and things like that. So we're going to prepare our fuel line, and then this is going to be a similar situation once we're done preparing this, where we have to stand in the little orby area and defend it while it fuels up the drop pod.
Fuel cells charging. Stay close to keep them operational. We're expecting an increase in hostiles.
So we had enough nitro to do several supplies, which is super nice, because that means I can drop a supply drop into each of my areas of AO, and then I'll have them to kind of rely on, fall back on. After we're done attaching this and fueling the ship, it's not over yet. We still have to wait till everything's established, and then they'll let us leave. Because that's the kind of company we work for here at Deep Rock. The company who cares more about the minerals than their own employees. Isn't that a great company to work for? Luckily, my real company is not like that. My real mining company is a lot better.
Fuel cells at 75%. You're almost there.
Almost there. So that dude's there. He's helping us out a lot. I mean, we aren't really seeing it too much on the stream because he's all over the place, but he's a bug killing machine right there. Definitely a good find for this. Ooh, there's an Oppressor. The first time you guys have seen an Oppressor. So the Oppressors, like I said, they are the bigger, more armored version of the Praetorians. They still have the same attacks, except they have an additional attack where they will actually launch you out of, like launch you across the map. Just straight up launch your ass. So their weak spot, there's that attack there. That stomp attack, that'll really wreck you. The weak spot's the butt still. And as you can see, I used my pistol because the pistol does more direct damage rather than damage over time, which for that guy, since I was able to target his weak spot, was a lot more efficient. It was a lot faster. Otherwise, we'd be flaming him for quite some time before we got him killed. So like I said, we're done fueling, but now we just gotta wait for him to do all this other stuff for the pod powering timer to go down.
Calculating orbital trajectory.
He talks just the whole time like he really gives a crap, but he really doesn't. And then the skate will open up. We'll jump on board and get the hell out.
Radiation shielding.
There's a Praetorian there. Anytime you can shoot those guys directly in the butt is better than sitting there flaming them or shooting them in the face or whatever, you know, like getting through their armor. But sometimes you don't have that luxury, you know, you just have to do what you can. Drop this gold in there so that way we can get a few more points.
Hard thrusters calibrated.
We're almost there, guys. 5 more seconds. Unfortunately, that also means we're almost done with the stream.
Drop pod powered up.
I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for everyone who followed. I will give you guys shout outs as soon as I can pull you guys up by names. Sorry I don't have chat up and active in front of me right now. Otherwise I would be a lot more ready to answer your questions and everything. I will get that figured out. Hopefully by tomorrow, some sort of method to keep chat up and out when I'm playing so I can talk to you guys when you come in and thank you guys more personally with the follows and the raids and things like that. So I intend to do that. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get that all figured out. Until I get a second monitor, it may be a little clumsy. That is next up on the to-do list, along with some better lighting, better camera, better everything. But I promise I will keep trying to improve as much as my finances and time allows. Alright, so got some good money there. We got our secondary objective done, primary objective done. We got the extra gold mine, so we got some there, and then we got the data cell that kicks in a little more. So made it up to level 10 today. Hopefully we'll gain another couple levels tomorrow. We got our data cells, so we got a few more season experience there on top of the mission completion bonus. Almost to level 23 there. If for whatever reason you guys want to see any of this from the beginning, if I get enough people who want to do that, who want to see the game from beginning to end, just let me know. Hit me up on the Twitter or shoot me a message on Twitch or something, and I will. I'll think about it. I could just delete my stuff and we could start from scratch. And you guys can see everything. But if it doesn't bother you to kind of jump into a pretty advanced account, and you guys don't really care about that, and you don't really care about seeing how it begins, then cool. And we'll just keep doing that. I'll probably play some Deep Rock for probably a few more weeks. I would imagine at least for the rest of this month. If there's any other game, though, you guys really want to see, or any other game that you guys want me to kind of jump in and check out, let me know. I have a lot of space on this computer and not a lot of stuff on it. So if there's anything that, and I own thousands and thousands of games, so I'm sure I have it. If I don't have it, I'll check it out and see if I can work it into the finances. But let me know and leave me messages. Thank you for the follows. Pop that follow if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys a little bit later on the next stream. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm aiming for tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.